When last we left our heroes, all hell broke loose at Verine Manor. The night of the long-awaited soiree finally arrived, with our heroes filling the roles of many of the manor staff they had dispatched in a battle the previous day. A series of performances by Petra, Emma, and Titus delighted Madame Verine and her guests over dinner, with the conversation that followed offering up several clues to anyone with an attentive ear. After dinner, Madame Verine and her guests adjourned to the solarium, where, after a private conversation overheard in part by Ned in insect form, the three ladies revealed their intentions to form a coven. Our heroes were witness to a rare and ancient ritual, after which it became apparent that as part of the bargain, Madame Verine had offered up Emma as a bounty to Yuane Gron, a woman with whom the child seemed to have some history. Madame Verine used whatever power she had over our heroes to compel them to bring Emma to her, leaving only Felix to defend Emma from her fate. With the situation dire and our heroes on the brink of insurrection, the pendulum of fate swung as a group of friends from the Bardic colleges and the Sabian conclave, seemingly led by Obed Valaxian, arrived to attempt an extraction and confront the madam. It soon became obvious that Greater Restoration would not be successful in freeing our heroes from their oath of subservience to Madame Verine, forcing the would-be rescuers to adjust their strategy on the fly. Syncope managed to capture Madame Verine in a force cage. Backed into a corner, she called upon one of her other thralls, a pit fiend by the name of Nibirius, to save her. The situation now well out of hand, Talavin Ryanmar, the head of the Sabian conclave, cast Wish, the mightiest of all mortal magics, to render every bargain Madame Verine ever made broken. Our heroes' free will restored, they now face the proposition of fighting an apex devil unleashed on Zekarist. As the others worked together to weaken the pit fiend's innate magic resistance, however they could, Felix found himself face to face with Nibirius. Tanking the devil's entire onslaught, the Azamar Sorlock invited his adversary to partake in some self-love just before Talavin Ryanmar, with a number of assists, successfully banished the Beatazu back to the Nine Hells. Madame Verine, trapped and utterly defeated, attempt to escape her confines by shifting to the border ethereal, but Syncope gave assurances that she would be just as trapped on that plane as she was on the material. Welcome back, everyone. I have missed you guys so much. It is the top of round 5. And Obed Valaxian is up. All right. All right. Obed Valaxian, staring up at you, Felix, with this look on his face just of awe and respect bordering on just absolute shock at what he has just witnessed, turns away from you and starts moving toward the Annis Hag. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to make 2 attacks. Obed Valaxian. That is a 27 to hit. That hits. He is going to pump a spell level into smiting this. So that will be...
Is he a paladin?
And what verb did you use? Did you say pump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter. But
no,
yes.
Never.
Never. All right.
It's a night spot.
I used to work there on my nights.
All right. So that is 9 points of slashing damage and then 31 points of additional damage on the smite for 40.
What level smite did he use? Jesus. Jesus.
And then one more attack.
I mean, you know, I haven't been to church very long in a very long time, but I think that is somehow religiously translated into "fuck you."
Written by Paul.
And then a 16 just
Tra-
misses. So one
translate
hit,
by
one
miss.
miss. So you guys watch as Obed Valaxian strides forward, pulling out a scimitar, moving around till he gets a good vantage point on the Annis hag that had been going by the name Yuane Gron. Swipes a slash from right to left across her chest, and as the blade hits and tears into this creature's tough, bizarre flesh, there is just this shockwave as you watch energy just swirl around his blade and just kind of come in before this energy pulse just kind of shockwaves out from him as the bulk of the energy just is directed into the body of this large hag. Slashing back, he's actually, the blast takes him a little bit off of his balance, and slashing back from left to right is just not able to find purchase with the second hit. That is his movement and his action, so that is his turn. Natari, you are up.
Okay, back alive. All right, so this round has been like the longest round ever, and there's I think 3 critical people hurt right now that need hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to cast. Are they within sight of me?
Everyone is within sight of you. The only people who aren't within sight of you are the madam inside of the force cage, because she's on another plane of existence. You
wanna
can.
cast Matt. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you do know that Emma is basically on death's doorstep. Like, out of everybody, Emma looks like she is about to collapse.
Okay, but she's not dead, but she needs hit points, is what you're saying.
Yep.
So if I can I cast Mass Healing Word?
Sure. Absolutely. Go ahead and tip that over if you could, please.
Casting now, I think. I'm using her computer, so I forgot
All
to
right. And
bring.
it's within 50 feet. I believe that is not a problem.
Did it go through?
No, I did not. I do not have anything in the chat.
Okay.
He's on somebody else's computer. The Beyond 20 add-on's probably not working.
Got it. Okay. So just go ahead and I will look this up real quick.
Thank you.
Mass Healing Word. All right, so that is. And are you casting it at 3rd level? What level are you casting it at, Jim?
3rd level.
3rd level. All right, so that's up to 6 creatures of your choice within 60 feet, which is everybody. So who is getting the healing?
Well, definitely Emma,
Right.
and just everybody that's within that I can get.
All right.
Esther doesn't need it.
All right.
Titus does not need it. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Morlo and Felix do.
Morlo is actually at full hit points.
Okay, so Felix definitely does, and Emma definitely does.
Xanthion doesn't.
Okay, so we will say, actually, there are. Actually, no, Xanthion, I show you at 40 out of 44, so you could use some.
And
Is that accurate?
Well, yeah, that's at 40 out of 44. But like, if it's between me and like someone who actually needs it, I don't need
Not
it.
a lot of people have been taking hits. The people who took hits were taking all the hits. So,
I think Natari might want to pop one on the sorcerer that casted Wish.
Yes.
he'd be included. Yeah, because actually, there's not even 6 people that are below their maximum hit points. So I will adjust that, and everybody gets.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Blessed Mother. Thank you, Blessed Mommy.
Nice.
That's got a good root to it. Who's calling me that?
Here, let's just do it this way.
Wait, that kind of sounds good. Never mind.
It's
That's
okay.
awesome.
We
Sounds
don't
perfectly fine.
we don't kink shame here.
Let me run this by my therapist, and I'll let you know if you can call me that.
All right. All right. So, Emma, you get 12 hit points back. Xanthion, you're at full. Talavan Ryanmar gets 12 hit points back, so that is plus 12. Dylan Fiasco gets 12 back. Felix, as you hover there in midair, your radiant wings keeping you afloat, you feel the familiar sense of the healing divine energy coursing through your veins from Natari's outstretched holy symbol of the Blessed Mother, the Sunburst medallion. And you feel it start to course through your veins, and then a wave of nausea just takes over as you feel the poison coursing through your veins, and it does not take hold. You regain no hit points.
Oh, he's gonna need a greater restoration.
And
Wait, what poison did he take? I forget.
The pit
bite
fiends.
from the pit fiend.
Oh.
And at this point, Syncope, flying 30 feet up in the air next to Sir Hilda Undine, a few feet away from you by the entrance to Verine Manor, just looks over, seeing you struggling, just points her finger at you, Felix, and she just points a finger at you and is like, you got to get the poison out of your system first. All right, Natari, any movement?
No, I think I'm okay where I'm at.
All right, Dylan Fiasco's turn. Dylan Fiasco is going to cast a spell. Yep, that works. So he just looks up at the Annis hag that is currently engaged with Obed Valaxian, and you just hear him mutter a few words of verbal component underneath his breath. And then, what is the saving throw on this? Wisdom. So you guys watch as Obed Valaxian marches up as Dylan Fiasco reaches his hand out, just kind of twirls his fingers as he incants something under his breath. This massive hit as Obed Valaxian smites Yuane Gron with this blast of energy, and then the spell takes effect, and all of a sudden in the back of this overgrown hag's throat, you just hear and then falls down prone on the ground, rolling back and forth under the effect of Atasha's hideous laughter. So she is prone.
So that means all attacks made against her are with advantage.
Melee attacks within 5 feet are with advantage. Ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
But I believe she also gets a new save every time she takes damage.
Correct. But she is not a concern at the moment. And then Dylan... Yeah, he's not going to move. He's not getting close to her. She almost crushed the life out of him. Titus, you're up. Ben, I cannot hear you if you're talking.
Looking around and going, shit, we might actually live. And
Don't jinx it.
5, 10, 15, 20, and tell Ned to land on the hag.
Okay.
And that's it right now. Well, can I see her through this hedge?
Yeah, I would say she has half cover.
Okay. What do I need to jump over it?
I'm sorry?
Well, if I wanted to jump over it, I've 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then it would be difficult terrain to jump the hedge, so it would cost you 10 feet of movement to get over that. So if you use your cunning action to dash, you can get over it.
All right. Use my cunning action to dash. Do I need to roll anything to get over it?
No. It's like a 5 foot tall hedge. It's not
All right.
hard. It just takes extra movement to get over it. It's difficult terrain.
And then I'm going to do Singularity Dart on her.
Okay, go ahead and roll. This is a ranged attack, so it is at disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
because she is
because
prone.
she's prone.
Is
Can
Obed
I-
not flanking?
You flanking does not affect ranged attacks, only melee attacks.
Got it.
Can I give
Alrighty.
my input?
Yes.
I wouldn't attack her because she's under Atasha's hideous laughter, which means she can't do anything right now.
Okay.
It might be best. The best thing to do might actually be to hold an action to do singularity dart if she gets up.
Yes, I will
True.
take my son's advice and do that.
Okay.
So wholesome.
So you are now concentrating on holding a singularity dart. Got
Yes.
it. All right. Is that it?
And yelling out to everyone, like all the bards and stuff, make sure to keep the sorcerer up. The one that cast wish. He needs to be helped. And that's it.
And from as you turn back to say this, floating beside Felix 30 feet up with wind just swirling around him and his hair blowing in the breeze, this like so light blonde it's almost white pixie cut just kind of like fluttering in the breeze. He just kind of looks over at you with these tired eyes, big dark bags under each eye, obviously exhausted from the effects of the wish, and he just goes and winks at you. Morlo, you're up.
I ship it.
Be right back. I'm gonna go grab my dice.
Okay.
Is this one here? Is he on the
Yep.
ground?
Yep, she is
Okay,
on the
good.
ground.
What's a okay? I'm gonna go over to her
Okay.
and give her the old what for with my walking axe.
Okay. 2 attacks. Go ahead.
Give her the old what for, see?
You have advantage on this because she is prone.
So I roll 2, and then I roll 2 more.
So yeah, just as you roll, just hold down the shift button on your keyboard if you could, please. All right, so that is a 19. That hits. So that is your first attack. And the
Wow.
second is a critical hit. Okay.
Natural 20.
All right. So describe how you dispatch the hag, Scott.
Yes.
All right.
Dispatch
Okay.
that hag.
That is awesome.
So Morlo's coming
course
through.
Morlo did it.
He can sense that the end is near, so he's gonna hold the glaive like right-handed, which is it's like playing table tennis with the opposite hand, and then you change over. He's gonna use his right hand. He's gonna swing it through her torso, and then he's gonna swing it up and then bring it straight down, like in line with her spine.
Yep. And you just hear this dull thunk, so this blast of energy from Obed's smite, and then the hag starts laughing and doubles over with laughter. The whole time Morlo just making a beeline right toward, sensing an opening, comes and slashes across and then up and down, and you just hear this dull, wet thud as you watch as Yuane Grawn in her true form as an Annis hag just convulses, tenses, and then relaxes. Dispatched.
With a wet thud.
Oh yeah.
Xanthion, you're up.
All right. Are there any threats really?
There are no enemies visible to you at the moment.
Okay.
Pickling.
I'm not sure I like the way you worded that.
Ben is the only one who can see Varian, right? Or
Correct.
Ben's character. Okay.
Yeah.
Xanthion's going to ready in action
Okay.
to shoot his longbow at any new threats that come.
You got it. Any movement?
Yeah, he's gonna move. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, you're measuring distance there.
He's gonna just move right next to Dylan.
Can I move my reaction to that, or is it lost since she's dead?
You are still no. I mean, you could. I would let you change the target, but you're still holding.
Yeah.
You're still holding Singularity Dart.
Yeah.
Since the target you were waiting for is gone, you're still holding it. So if anything else pops up, I would let you use it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right. Yuan Gron is down.
Death save.
That is a success. Stenris Edekin is dead. Emma, you're up.
Emma is going to take out the scimitar that was gifted to her by Petra.
Oh my gosh.
And I would like to use my bonus action to take out. No, I don't have that anymore. Forgot about that. Yeah, no, and she's gonna just take this scimitar. It's nice, fancy scimitar. Place it over Yuan Gron's heart and push down.
Oh god.
Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage.
Hold on. I forgot to take my dice out of the actual bag.
That's important.
But if you roll the whole bag, then you get a much bigger number. So
Yeah, that's what advantage means. I just roll my entire bag of dice.
the
and take
entire bag
whatever's-
of dice.
That's what it means, right, Shannon?
Of course. Of course.
I just heard roll the whole bag. That's all I heard.
Good advice. Good advice in life.
What bag are we talking about, and what kind of rolling are we talking about?
Well, you got to get a cigar. You got to get a
The
The
proper
name of my
cigar.
last sex tape.
You got to get a
Roll the whole
proper
bag.
cigar. Then you've got to hollow it
Right.
out. Then
I
you've
love
got
that
to
you've
paint.
specified that there's more than one out there. That's great.
And then you got to paint honey on it. Then fill it full. Then
It is
roll
an
it up.
18 hit.
So good.
Yeah, 18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh wait,
You
no,
gotta
don't.
paint honey
No,
on
actually, do not roll damage because
Seriously,
that is
If you ever do a blunt, paint honey on the inside.
the more
death
you
saves.
know.
it. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right. So you guys watch as Emma, just with this crazed look in her eye, gets over the top of the fallen form of the green hag and just puts her scimitar right on her chest, on her like breastbone, and just
And she looks like eerily calm.
Oh god. Oh god.
and
That's
she had
awesome.
already failed one death save, so that is the end of Yuan Gron.
Awesome.
All right.
Quick question,
Can I
Shannon.
engage in 2-weapon fighting?
If you have 2 light weapons,
I have a dagger.
Is a scimitar a light weapon?
Yeah, I
Yes.
believe so.
yeah, scimitar's a light weapon.
Then yes, you can.
All right,
What
I
have
would
I
like
done?
to take this dagger and also shove it into this fucking hag's head.
All right.
Right up the nose. Embalming
Revenge
style.
killing.
No,
Take-
through the eye.
Taking a note out of Felix's playbook, huh? Just
Through the eye, and she twists it.
Nice.
Felix
Okay.
approved.
Any movement?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, that brings us to Syncope's turn. Syncope.
I have a quick question if I can interrupt really quick. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely.
Um,
Please.
Stinris Attican, where are they on the map?
Right
You
there.
said they're still up. Oh, they're dead?
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, I thought that was Yuan Gron. Oops. Okay, never mind.
This is Yuan Gron, who was just dispatched by Emma, and this was Stenris Edekin. So the only one not accounted for is Madame Verine because she is in the ethereal plane.
Oh, okay. NVM.
All right. Well, not really having much of anything to do. Let's see. Does she have anything that would? Nah. So she is just going to fly. You guys watch a syncope just flies another 30 feet up to 60 feet, and just seems to be trying to get a better view of the scenario, keeping her eyes out for anything else that may be unaccounted for at the moment. Brings up Tanea's turn, who is going to move.
How is she
5,
flying?
10. She cast the fly spell.
Oh, gotcha.
You guys watched her cast the fly spell. Tanea is going to move so that she is underneath the levitating or the flying form of Felix, and she is going to ready a lesser restoration. So she is concentrating. And you just watch as she runs over underneath you, Felix, and her hands just start glowing. She looks up and is like, "I've got you, lad. Just get down here. I'll take care of that poison for you." Which brings us to Felix's turn.
You want me to roll it, or should you roll it, Shannon?
Well, at the beginning of your turn, because you were poisoned, you take 66 damage from
You want to
poison.
roll it?
It was nice
As I
knowing
was-
you.
As I was going back and rewatching the previous session, I realized that I was giving out that damage as soon as the bite attack hit. It does not happen until the next turn. So the damage that you took last time when you got bit is what you actually take at the beginning of this turn, bringing you down to 15 hit points.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I look over at Talavin. Oh. Can't think. What do I have that just? I knew I had something. But... Oh, there it is. Yeah, healing hands. So I just sort of pat on his back. Healing hands for 7 hit points on him.
Okay.
Nice to finally meet you. And I just sort of go down.
All right. So you hover down, and as soon as you are within 5 feet, before your feet even touch the ground, Tanea just reaches up and grabs your ankle and casts and releases the lesser restoration. So she is no longer concentrating and no longer has her reaction, ending the poisoned condition on you. And that is action and movement. So yeah, you are now on the ground. All right.
Let's take that marker off so I don't confuse myself. There we go. All right, that's all I can do.
Sweet. That brings us to Lokexius's turn, who is going to 5, 10. As Lokexius exits the solarium, there we go. And get rid of...
Oh, shit.
Really,
damn it.
Shannon?
That fucking rug.
As Lokexius leaves its range, the rug springs up, trying to wrap itself around Lokexius, missing, rolling a 9 on its attack roll. At advantage,
Good.
rolled a 9 and a 6, causing Lokexius to just look back as a kind of like he takes a step, and then the rug just snaps toward him, and like Lokexius just kind of spins out of the way. And as he spins around, like this look of shock on his face, but he spins around looking at the rug, and he just goes, and then spins and keeps moving.
Wait, would
I
that
think-
would Xanthion be able to see that?
Yeah, you see that?
Can I
Which
take
would-
my action?
Yeah, you can take your attack.
Wait, who are you attacking?
The rug.
Not the who.
Okay. Oh
The
yeah, 'cause
rug
the
is
rug
back, Emma.
probably under like a spell or something to be like only attack when Madame Varine said so, and now it's just gonna return to its base nature of I'm gonna smother the shit out of these people.
Do I get both
Nice.
attacks?
No. When you're holding attack, it only gives you one. All right. And so you release, you spinning around, seeing the rug moving again. Xanthion, you just spin and release your arrow, and it just hits right into the door jamb around the doorway, and just going so close, so close. But Lokexius, now aware of the threat, sure, why not? Mutters a few words, and around him, all of a sudden, you see popping into existence, hovering around his form, these tiny little winged devil-looking imps just start flying around, and he just looks up at them, and they kind of turn and look at him, and it's just, and Lokexius just points his hand out at the rug, and just says, "Leave my friends alone, but teach that a lesson." And the imps just fly toward and start ripping the crap out of the rug. It takes 3d8 damage. That's 11 points of necrotic damage. And has to roll a wisdom saving throw, which is going to fail, which is a 12. That is a failure. All right. Minus 12 points of damage. And with the damage that the rug had taken in the previous fight the day before is enough to rip it to shreds. Which brings us to Madame Varine. The only people who can see this are Ben, you can see thanks to your see invisibility. Everybody else just sees an empty, shimmering force cage. So
Is it that green thing?
yes.
Okay.
That's the outline of the force cage.
So do we see a green thing?
No, not a green. You
Okay.
don't see a green thing. It's just kind of like faintly shimmering outline of a cage of magical force.
So if it looks
All right.
magic, Marlo is not interested in it.
Right. Love it. Okay. Yep, that is what she is going to do. All right. Ben,
Yes.
actually, I'll describe what everybody else sees first.
Okay.
So all of you guys are watching as Syncope flies up an additional 30 feet so that she's 60 feet in the air. And all of a sudden, as she is looking around, you just see her head whip down in the direction of the force cage. And you see her hand shoot out as she quickly like traces some magical glyphs in the air in just a second, using her reaction to cast a spell. And then you just watch her just clench her fist and just pound it on her thigh and curse. That's all the rest of you guys see. Ben, I need you to roll an Arcana check, please. .26 is enough. While that is going on, and as Syncope's attention is caught by whatever is going on in the force cage. You, with your see invisibility, see the foggy, semi-corporeal form of Madame Verine in the ethereal start to cast a spell. And you see the force cage around her shimmer a bit as it tries to prevent her from casting the spell that she's casting. You look a little bit closer and you realize she is casting plane shift. And as you realize what she is doing, she
Would I have
disappears.
time to see if Singularity Dart would hit her?
You know that Singularity Dart will not
Okay.
penetrate force cage.
That's
Nothing
what-
in, nothing out.
That's what
And
I
you
figured.
watch as 60 feet in the air, Syncope tries to cast counterspell to no effect because the madam is on another plane of existence from her. Syncope obviously can see what is going on in the ethereal plane and attempted to react to it, but is unable to counter the spell cast from another plane of existence.
Okay.
Did she also pass the charisma saving throw?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
I'm just bowing my head like, fuck.
Does that mean we're out of combat?
As long as the fiend don't come back.
And you guys
Well, all her
watch.
deals are broken.
Yeah, but the fiend got banished. And there's what's the time limit on banishment?
He's Talvin Ryanmar has to maintain his concentration for 1 minute.
Okay.
And
And then if
speaking
he keeps the concentration, it's gone.
right, and you watch as Talvin Ryanmar begins to just levitate down to stand beside Felix, quiet, falling over the grounds of Verine Manor in the courtyard. We are now-
Can Xantheon ready in action?
we are out of combat now. So what is it you're wanting to ready?
Just if like the madam shows up behind, like around, the guy holding banishment,
Mhm.
just like fire at her.
No, yep. So you're keeping your head on a swivel for the madam.
I'm
You
going
do-
to go, Ned, search the house. Make sure she didn't teleport into the house, please.
At this point, Emma has realized that she has yet another bladed weapon and will be taking out the sickle.
Where did you get all of this?
I have no clue where I got the dagger, but she has it.
Outstanding. So yeah, Emma's just over there, just going like straight Dexter on the form of the green hag.
Petra's going to advance toward Emma's little art project she's working on right now
Okay.
and check in on her.
It's finger painting, but with more steps.
I love
I'm gonna
that.
put that right on my fridge.
Emma is she is crying, she is blood splattered, and
Increasingly so with each like weapon she produces.
yeah. I mean, she's
I see it as
she's
a
about
calm
another-
cry, too. Like a calm
about-
cry.
She's about another 10 seconds from remembering the staff of the adder.
Petra's gonna just kind of bound up there and kind of give a little like double take pause between the two of them and then look at Emma and say, hey, you want to take an eyeball as a gift, as a trophy? You want me to get her eyeball for you? I can make it into a necklace if you want.
Emma actually kind of she looks over. She's like, good idea. And to
Mhm.
the one unmolested eyeball, she takes the side of the dagger and pops it out.
Oh,
Got
Petra
it.
says, oh, okay, you don't need any help with that. I am so proud of you.
And she
All
stuffs it in her
right,
bag of
now
holding.
let's.
Did you
all
say
right, now
unmolested?
let's,
Yeah.
He said unmolested eyeball. He did. Um, so Petra's going to take Emma by the shoulder and say, "Hey, let's go get you some milk or something to drink, okay? Let's go to the kitchen and steal some stuff."
Emma looks over and she looks back toward, and she like, hold on, where is
Oh, and while she does that, can Petra do prestidigitation and clean up her bloody mess of a self?
Yep.
Of her clothing. Okay. So yeah, she'll do a little loop and say, let's go get some snackos from the kitchen.
Can Emma see the Anatag from where she stands?
Yes.
Emma looks over at the Anatag and then down at the one she's murdered. Where's the other one?
Where's the Anasag?
No, she looks at Petra
Oh.
and goes, "Where's the other hag?"
Oh.
Anus hag. It's a type of hag. Yep.
Are you want another eyeball, sweetie?
And about at this point, Syncope has descended the 60 feet from on high, and you hear the clack of the tiefling's boots hitting the cobblestones of the back patio, and you just hear her say, "She plane shifted."
Coward.
And it's kind of a neat looking thing, because as the pink-skinned tiefling descends and lands, the imps of Lokexus's spirit guardians, or sorry, of not spirit guardians, what's the name of it? The spell. Oh no, it is spirit guardian. Sorry, yeah. Just kind of part ways, so this tiefling just kind of descends through a cloud of imps that just kind of make way around her.
Is Emma in earshot of this?
Yeah, you hear that. Everybody hears that.
Emma stands up, walks past Petra, and starts walking into the manor, heading towards Madame Varian's room.
Okay, cool. So you are heading into the manor. Meanwhile,
Disregard the whisper. I walk in and follow Emma.
Oh, okay.
Petra is
Cool.
following behind, still thinking they're going to the kitchen to get snacks.
Got it.
Emma pointedly does not go into the kitchen.
Right. Okay, so at about this point, actually we'll back up just a little bit, so I know what you guys are doing. I know what Syncope has done. Lokexus is still there. About the time that you land, Felix, so you land beside Tanea, and Talavan Ryanmar just kind of descends down beside you. And now that you guys are on ground together, it's kind of the appearance of it is a little humorous, because like Talavan Ryanmar is like 5'7" on a good day, and you're like almost a full foot taller than he is. But so he just lands beside you, and his boot heels coming to rest on the ground beside you, and he just looks up at you and just nods in your direction, just still seeing the veins up his neck into his cheeks still just black with necrotic energy from the effects of the wish spell, obviously swaying a little bit on his feet, unsteady, but seemingly holding it together.
I pat him on the back. Just make sure that bastard stays in hell. And I pop cure wounds into him. Just first level.
Okay. Another 10 points.
And Tanea. Felix just... How tall is Tanea again? She's like... what?
Tanea is about 5'5", just a little bit shorter than Talavan Ryanmar.
I thought Tanea was... Wait, is Tanea a dwarf?
No, she's a female human.
Okay. And Felix just goes, Tanea, and just gives her the side hug. Bless you. Lokexus! Fuck the water! Bring me wine!
And you guys just hear the chuckle of Lakexius as he walks over, just kind of just flanked by this little cloud of imps hovering around him out to a radius of 15 feet that all seem to be ignoring everybody else.
Has Ned replied to any of my things?
Yes, actually, you know that he is searching the house at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to walk up to Dylan.
So you walk up to Dylan Fiasco as he just is kind of rolling his shoulders, and he kind of does the thing with his neck where he takes his head sideways, and you hear about 3 cracks working out whatever kinks the Annis hag put into him.
As I'm walking toward him, I'm going into my true form. And
Okay.
then, thank you. I guess you heard the message when I said we're fucked and a fiend thing.
Thank you. You gave us everything we needed. As soon as we had confirmation that Madame Verine was what she is, well, we knew you guys were probably in a little bit over your head, so I started calling in some favors.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. You okay?
Yeah, but the reason you messaged me, did you bring it with you?
Yeah. You ready?
Well,
You need a minute.
I'd rather do it alone.
Understood.
I'll give it back to you. A deal's a deal. Or I'll buy it back from you.
He reaches into his belt pouch, brings his hand up clenched. He just holds it out, unrolls his fingers. The ring sitting right on his palm.
I'm just going to palm it and just listen for Ned.
Okay.
Kind of walk over this way a little bit.
Okay.
Dantheon drops concentration on Hunter's Mark on Emma.
Okay.
Putting that out there.
You got it. Hunter's Mark ends. Taliban looks up at you, Felix. Just says, we should probably talk. And about this moment, Sir Hilda Undine walks up behind him and just stands kind of on his flank, just looking. She is considerably taller than he is. And now that you guys are on the ground, like Sir Hilda Undine is easily pushing 6'1". Tall, very angular features, very sharp, matronly appearance, holding extremely tight posture, hair pulled back into a bun that is held in place by what looks like possibly 2 sewing needles or something, just holding the bun up so tightly that it's like it basically gives her a facelift. It's pulled back so tight. And she just looks at you. Yep.
Okay.
And she just looks at you and she says, that was very impressive, young man.
Felix, sort of realizing now that she's up there, kind of looks at Taliban. Archmagister. Sir Hilda. That was borderline stupid. I need a drink.
No. All the best things usually are.
And I look over at Tanea. But damn, it makes a good story, doesn't it?
That it does. That it does.
Now, if you don't mind. Oh, God. That thing has got some sharp teeth. I would flick that chair of Verine's and just sully it with sweat from battle.
You hear, about this time, you hear Brother,
Oh, bro.
I think I heard somebody say that you need a drink.
I did. I believe my exact words were "fuck the water, bring me wine."
Well, I'm sure the madam has a wonderfully stocked wine cabinet. Shall we go and find something?
To the victor go the spoils. After you.
And at about this point, you just see this look come across Talavin Ryanmar's face, just relaxing just a little bit. I think it's done. He's not
Good.
coming back.
Good. And pour him an extra. Wait a second. Are you old enough to drink? That's good. Pour him an extra tall glass for double whammy today. Well done. Well done. Very impressive.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not there.
All right. So those of you who have entered the house, where are you guys going to?
Emma's going
following wherever Emma goes.
directly to Madame Varine's door. And as she's walking and she sees the door coming down the hallway, from about 10 feet away, she's casting Shatter on it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Petra, before she, or right after she shatters the door, Petra says, "Wait, this isn't the way to the kitchen."
We're going the long way, Petra.
Does Madame Verine have snacks hidden in here? Oh my god.
And Emma's going to step over the crumbled door
Hmm?
and she's going to start rifling through Madame Varine's room.
Xanthion's going to pull out his longsword and just kind of stand guard at the door.
Okay. So
Say-
you guys enter the madam's room.
Actually, he'll help search. Be like, "What are you looking for, Emma?" And then just help search.
Okay.
Is there another door in the room?
There is a doorway right there.
Petra is going straight for the door. Maybe there are snacks back here.
Oh gosh.
She tries the knob.
And it opens right up, revealing
Awesome.
a master bath chamber.
Oh, this bougie bitch.
All right, let's see here. Number 10. Yep, so the entire room is just done in marble, with an inset bathing pool in the middle, currently with no water in it. There are a couple of levers that look like they probably operate some sort of a pump system with a spigot that comes up and over the edge. Looks like it probably will fill the tub. And I just want to state that these things have been in the game in these rooms since the beginning, well before Little Shop of Horrors. But the two potted plants that are in the corners of the room, the northwest and the southwest corner of the room, you guys watch as they stand up out of their pots and take humanoid form as some sort of a plant-like creature. And their hands up like this in a posture of deference look to move past you and get out of the room.
Enjoy your freedom, Petra calls back as they leave.
And they just, with this weird rustling sound of like leaves and branches as they just shuffle their way out. Emma, you have seen these before, by the way. As you see what coming shuffling toward you, these are vine blights.
Emma doesn't care.
Yep.
She is rifling through this room looking for hair, nail clippings, anything.
Ew. I guess Xanthion will help.
Okay.
Stalker.
So you guys are, let's see here.
Xanthion's actually just going to look for anything of interest.
Okay. So there are 2 chests in the room. As you go through both of the chests, you find that one of the chests contains coins filled to the brim, just filled to the brim with various denominations of coin: gold, silver, copper. You do spy a couple of platinum pieces in there.
Good. We better be getting paid more than 75 gold. God.
And the other chest, as you open it up, there's just this sheen and sparkle as a tray of polished carved gemstones reflects the light, the torch light and candlelight from within the bedroom. Just an array of various precious gems.
Petra's
which Jeff-
pupils get really, really big. Like, you know, you see the cats looking at ornaments at Christmas. That's
Like
her
Puss
with
in
the
Boots?
gemstones.
Like the
Yeah,
close-up on
yeah,
Puss
yeah,
in Boots.
She does that with all the gemstones.
Love it.
Xanthion's actually going to head to the counting room.
Okay. So this search does take you guys a little while. So
Does Emma find any hairs?
not in this room, no. You haven't checked the bathroom yet, though. That might be a place where it would be more likely to.
She'll step
Check
in
the
there
drain.
Yep. Let's see here. Okay. You do find in the master bath, you do find a hairbrush that does seem to have some stray hairs in the teeth of the brush.
She throws it in her bag.
Got it.
And is that everything?
That's all you find in here. Yep.
She's gonna step out, glance at the loot. You said it was mostly just money.
Yeah.
All right, she's just gonna kind of note it and plan to split it later and head out following Xanthion.
Okay.
Yeah, Xanthion grabbed just like 2 random gems from the chest before leaving.
Okay. Sounds good.
Emma grabs one that looks like it's worth roughly
one that looks like it's worth roughly 300 gold pieces as a gift from Atari.
Okay.
Yeah, Xanthion's just giving these all to Natari later.
Yep. All right. Good to know. All right. Right about this time, as the search is going on in the madam's chambers, those of you still in the courtyard out back watch as the doorway to the kitchens into the garden opens right there, and this tiny little blue quickling just kind of walks out, got a dagger pulled, looking around. He's going,
Oh,
we cool?
You the little shit stabbed me.
No. No, that one's dead.
Yeah, I was saying, in all actuality, was the one that stabbed me dead? I can't remember.
I don't know. But this one's saying it's not him.
No, it's not. He is the one that stabbed you.
perception.
Hard to say.
Out of game. It is the one that stabbed you.
Anaya,
Hey.
keep an eye on him. I'm gonna walk up to it.
Okay. So you walk up to this
Oh,
little
God.
1 foot tall. It kind of gets a little bit defensive, like putting the dagger out between you and him.
No. And I just sort of crisscross applesauce in front of him. So, who else is in the house that we need to worry about?
3 vine blights. The rug.
Oh, I think he took care of the rug.
3 vine blights.
3 vine blights. See. And those suits of armor.
Oh.
Well then. Okay. Well, let's call this making amends. You stabbed me. I forgive you. Not gonna kill you. But do you need refuge somewhere?
No, I'm good. I kind of don't want to be here anymore.
That's all right. I'm sure.
In Emma's current mental state, if you were like, hey, this winter fae is staying with us now, Emma would probably kill it.
Well, that gets to the next point. I would recommend either running very, very far, very, very fast, as you do, or hitching a ride with the Conclave or the Bards, because there's a little girl in there who will probably murder you, just like she points over to the destroyed carcass of the hag.
Mhm.
There's a girl who did that because she doesn't like Winter Fae. She's a little unhinged at the moment.
Okay, bye.
Jesus.
Okay, love you. Bye bye.
You would get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it. Okay.
He'll be dead anyway.
Titus, standing there kind of off to yourself, holding the ring.
Yeah.
About this time, as you've just been having all of this other stuff going on around you. Zzz. House is clear. Not a sign of her.
She's probably back in Diz.
Okay. Well, we better check the house.
I
magically check
just
the
did.
house.
Oh, okay. All right.
And also this door over here that Petra almost killed herself with. I just picture her walking up and doing it again just to, is this still work? So I'm set down and start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. All right, so that's going to keep you busy for a little while. Those of you inside the house, what are you wanting to... you guys are going to the counting room now?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys re-enter the counting room, finding it much as it had been before, with an addition that had not previously been in there. Looking it over, it's especially you, Xanthion, because you have been in this room before and kind of taken pretty decent stock of its contents. On the shelf against the west wall, where all of the various like fluid-filled jars that have the different body parts in them and everything, and the vials of blood and some of the more peculiar knickknacks. There is also on that shelf what looks to be like a stone chalice or stone bowl with this crystalline growth coming out of it. Petra, you have seen this before.
Twice.
It had previously been in the garden shed.
Anybody know what the fuck is up with this thing? And looks at.
Xanthion's gonna cast Detect Magic.
It is definitely magical.
Anything else striking the fancy in the room with the Detect Magic up?
Hold on, let me take a look.
I'm assuming those memory orbs glow.
The glass balls that had the swirling fogs in them,
yeah,
are now empty glass spheres.
He's still gonna take them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you do.
Yeah, actually. Nothing else in the room is magical. Oh, I should also tell you, it is the school that it is emanating is conjuration. This bowl.
Xanthion's gonna slowly bring his hand towards the bowl, and then if he doesn't like get a sense of dread from being near it, he's gonna grab
He's
it.
gonna stick his face in it.
Don't tempt him. Do not.
I was just thinking the same thing, Petra. Do not let him
No,
put his hand
Emma-
in it.
Emma, like standing there, watching him hold the bowl, is literally gonna say, "Don't put your head in it."
I'm not gonna put one. You put your head in one thing, and suddenly you put your head in everything.
Well, when you
the
stick
one-
your
How
head in a
close does it-
tentacle-filled thing, all bets are off at that point.
All right, whatever. Looking at it closer, anything.
So I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay, so a couple of things. There were previously, before we get back to the bowl, as you're looking around for everything else, searching for detect magic, there is a couple of interesting things because there were previously a few different items in here that were a little bizarre. Not right now, but I will in just a second. Why? What's up? Okay, I'll be right with you, bud. So previously there had been this metal can that did not seem to have a seam in it, that when you shook it, it sounded like sand. This is now broken in half and is empty. The two halves of the empty metal can sitting there where previously it had been whole and seamless.
Any residue of what was in it?
Seems empty and clean. And previously a silver snuff box that had been engraved along the top with the word dreams, which you were unable to open. The lid is now open and it is empty.
Man, she's thorough. Is there still blood on the shelves?
Yes.
Xanthion knocks the shelf over, smashing everything.
Okay. So there is a very pungent smell as the shelf comes crashing down and these jars filled with various organs and body parts shatter. Your eyes immediately begin to water as the preserving liquid is just noxious in this room now. I actually need Emma, Xanthion, and Petra go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well,
Xanthion, what the hell?
I've made worse choices.
Doesn't mean you get to make even less worse choices.
17.
All right, so 14, 17, and 11. With an 11, Petra, you actually have to leave the room. Your stomach is turned over by this smell.
Petra
So-
goes, Xanthion, you're such a dick.
All right.
Bear, is that you?
Now, nice. Now, Emma and Xanthion, you guys did pass the Constitution save, so you are not forced to leave the room, but it is nasty in here, like genuinely nasty.
Is there anything of interest in here other than what Xanthion's already got?
There's a ton of little weird knickknacks, like just skimming the room. You see, like, there's an alabaster face mask. There's various letters and various like documents. A mechanical canary that looks like a wind-up children's toy. A toy soldier. A xylophone that looks to be made out of some sort of like a white alabaster material. Just weird stuff in here. A taxidermied dog, like a whole little dog that's been stuffed.
Wait, the wind-up bird toy. We've seen that before, haven't we?
You
Petra has one.
You have seen this type of toy before, yeah.
Okay, making sure it's not like the same one.
Petra, as she calls from the hallway, grab everything you can, since I couldn't.
So nothing of
No.
particular value.
No, nothing particularly valuable in here. No.
Is most of the smell coming from the liquids?
Yes.
Could destroy water get rid of them? Get rid of it?
Yeah, I'd probably allow it. I mean, this
Emma's
is
just gonna wave her hand and cast destroy water.
and it's just the floor is immediately clear. There is I will say there's like a weird residue left over from the
Mhm.
stuff in it that was not, actual water, but
It
you've taken
it sure smells funky, but it's not as bad.
right, exactly. Yeah. And so Petra, you could re-enter at this point now. The smell immediately dissipates a considerable degree. And you guys can be in the room again.
Petra peeks through the door with her ears flattened back and gives a couple sniffs and walks back in and
Nice.
starts just grabbing all the shiny things.
So
Oh,
among
that's-
the interesting knickknacks in the room, just to go over it, an alabaster mask, a scrap of cloth that looks to be from an old banner, 8 empty glass orbs, a toy soldier, a deed for a parcel of land in the Amber Vale, a broken empty metal can, a blank book, a mechanical canary, random body parts and organs that are now strewn about the floor because the jars are all broken, 63 vials of blood that are now shattered all over the floor, an eggshell that has been painted in meticulous detail with scenes of absolute misery, a pair of baby booties, an open silver snuff box engraved with the word dreams, 14 vials of a clear liquid, xylophone, taxidermy dog, a cloak with a hole in it and blood stain around the hole, 2 copper coins, various love letters, suicide notes, proclamations of guilt and innocent, contracts, etc.
Petra takes everything except for the organs that are on the floor.
Okay.
and
The
Just kind of
contracts. Does Emma see the contracts?
There are various contracts, yes, and these are standard contracts, very similar to the one that Petra signed to perform at the manor. These are actual legal contracts.
when Petra gets to the canary, she's gonna grab the one from out of one of her pockets and be like, "Oh my god, it has a girlfriend," and then make them kiss.
Kith.
Now
Kith.
kiss.
Love it.
Druidcraft, small fire on
Got
the
it.
contracts.
Okay. You got it.
And she's just gonna watch it and then kind of, if I can, Druidcraft again to get rid of the fire. If I can do that, like a gust of wind or something, or I can
Sure.
just watch it and stamping it out.
Yeah, no worries. Easy enough to do.
I'm destroying the contracts, not burning down the building.
Right.
Yeah, we commit
Um,
arson after we search everything.
Yeah.
Felix, at about this point, as the quickling goes bolting away from you, you feel a hand come to rest on your shoulder.
I turn to look to see who it is.
And standing behind you is Obed Valaxian. Just this weird wry smile on his lips kind of pressed into a flat line, except they're just curling up at the end, and he just kind of shakes his head and says, "That was incredible." He reaches a hand down to offer to help you up.
I accept the help up and I sort of dust myself off and I said, "Well, I don't know what's more incredible, the fact that I didn't die or the fact that you're smiling. Both are rather unsettling."
I can honestly say I have never seen anything quite like that before.
Well, I am not in any hurry to replicate what happened, so I'm glad you were there to witness it.
As am I. As am I. And he just pats you on the shoulder. At which, at about this point, Lokexius comes strolling out from the door that enters into the kitchen and the servants' quarters. He's got a bottle of wine in each hand, and he's like, "That's the best I could do on short notice." Walks up.
Bless you in splashes, my brother. Obed, have a drink. We all deserve at least one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think I will. At this point, Talvin Ryanmar walks up. Says, I'll take that drink.
Damn right you will. All right, everyone. And he turns in sort of grandiose gesture. Everyone, let's party on Madame Varine's dollar, shall we?
And as you say this, you hear Lucretius mutter the verbal components for prestidigitation, and the two corks just go shooting out of the ends of the wine bottles.
Perfect timing.
And he goes walking into the solarium and just glances back at you, looking you up and down in your half plate armor. You're looking quite a bit more martial than the last time I saw you, brother.
Oh,
I think you have some stories to tell.
Oh, please. You'll make me think I look like my father or something. Ugh. Let's drink.
And Lucretius proceeds back into the solarium, pulling up chairs around the circular table.
Come, sit. Oh. Talvin, as Archmage, you do deserve the best seat. After you, sir.
He plops down into the oversized chair that had been for Uain Gron. Or sorry, for Stenris Edekind, the Annis hag. Just nestles in a little bit. Lucretius pours. Archmage. Talvin picks up the wine, swirls it a little bit, takes a sip. Well done. Well done here, everyone. Everyone looking over at you, Felix.
We survived. It's a job well done in my book.
And that's half of it right there. Sir Hilda Undine comes in, takes a seat at the table as well.
Sir Hilda, looking as beautiful as ever.
Well, I'm glad to see that my sponsorship has done you well.
Well, thank you for it.
Absolutely, Talvin says. It's good to finally meet you face to face. I've heard wonderful things from Sir Hilda and Lucretius about you. I think it's safe to say you've got a bright future ahead of you in the Conclave if you want it.
Oh, let's not sully the joy of victory with that kind of talk. Let's just be thankful we're alive and enjoy each other's company, shall we? If you don't mind my brashness.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, as a token of the appreciation of the Conclave, and he just reaches into his vest pocket, pulls out, dangling from a chain, this little glass vial, hands it across the table to you. For you.
Extend my hand and take a look at it.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Give me a second. I'm not gonna lie, Talvin, I have no idea what the fuck this is.
Yeah,
I don't say that. I don't say that.
You're like, And noticing the confused look on your face, Talvin says, it's a Bloodwell vial. It'll help you focus the magic that dwells within your blood. High time you carried one. It's a symbol of prestige, and you have most certainly earned it.
Well, that's gracious of you, but what do you mean, focus the power of my blood?
Well, magic dwells within for a sorcerer. This will help you harness that, focus it, make it more potent.
Well, I put it on.
You have to put your blood in it.
Oh, well, talk about putting the cart before the horse.
And he reaches down, pulls one out from underneath the neckline of his own shirt, and you see that where the vial is just clear glass wrapped in a metal band on the one that he's handed you, his is full of a red viscous liquid.
Well, if you'll excuse me. And I step aside and take one of my numerous open wounds and just sort of like lean over it. It's a very unceremonious thing.
And you have plenty to choose from.
Yes, exactly. At least 32. I mean, if we're
Right.
talking about basic human anatomy.
Right.
And then I take it it's a cork, or is it like a screw top or whatever, and I seal it.
Screw
Put it on.
top. Yep. And you can mark in your, you can add to your inventory a Bloodwell vial +1.
All
I would
righty.
just like to interject that I didn't hear anything else of what you said, but Screw Top was my nickname in high school.
Damn it.
Indeed.
Screw top. Name of your sex tape. So
All
I
right.
walk back in. Well, piece of jewelry. Thank you. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing its effects.
And Talavin sits back in his chair with his glass of wine. He just looks over at Sir Hilda and looks over at Lucetius. Brother, sister, a moment alone, please. And Lucetius just, without a word, just grabs his wine, stands up, walks away from the table. Sir
Talavin,
Hilda nods.
if I may interject, anything you have to say to me would be perfectly fine to say in front of them, especially Lucetius.
And Lucetius just stays a little bit and he looks back at you, and you just kind of see this smile like crack his lips as he looks at you. Oh, please then sit. Sir Hilda and Lucetius take their seats back at the table with you, and Talavin just kind of leans over, still just haggard looking, but holding it together. He says, "What's up?"
Not much, you?
Oh yeah, can you give me just 1 second? And then I will. He just looks up at you. He says, the situation in Parasus is worsening by the day.
Are you talking about the undead plague?
Yes.
Figured. Given how quickly you all managed to marshal here, I assume that the Bardic colleges did not share the information that we found out in the tomb of Neomachius.
The reason that we're here is because Dylan Fiasco shared the news with Uxin Pavel, who got in touch with Luzan at the Obsidian Archive. You know who he's referring to. Luzan Ig Arud is the head librarian of the Obsidian Archive and a member of the Theurgic Assembly.
Oh, Luzon. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Luzon, hearing that you were in danger, passed word along to Lucetius and Sir Hilda and Dean and myself. And knowing that a brother was in need, we lent assistance to the custodians. And so here we are.
So here we are. Yes. Well, make a long story short, we're dealing with some entity known as Corvain, who has taken to experimenting with the undead and basically combined the infectious nature of a shadow with the undead nature of a zombie. Thankfully, judicious application of Kyotom's ointment or any other healing remedy shortly after initial infection tends to stop the affliction. But as far as full transformation, it's just sort of assumed that those people are too far gone. We're dealing with, and if you don't mind my rather foreboding and overdue tone, we're dealing with ancient magic.
An Avengers level threat.
An Avenger. We're in the end game now. We're dealing with high-level magics, ancient evils, and secrets that could rightfully undermine the entire legitimacy of the Three Kingdoms. We're looking at a nation-destroying event from the inside. Sorry to make bad news worse, but cheers.
And the one person who can give us some answers got away.
For now. Thankfully, due to you, bless you, I can never repay you for taking that risk that you did. She severely lacks any of her political savvy at the moment. She'll be clamoring to call in favors or strike new deals. Whatever plane that she went to, I highly doubt that we'll actually see a direct retaliation for a while. So we have time, but not much. Somehow at the end of all of this, the Alban is also a threat. Apparently, they have been hoarding secrets around this matter and could either be tied to it or indirectly involved.
About this time, in through the doorway from the patio, Syncope and Dylan, Fiasco, and Tanea walk in. So we're going after her, right? Syncope says.
Can you tell what plane that she shifted to?
Syncope just looks over at Dylan. Says, well, no, but I'd bet my bottom dollar that it's probably the Nine Hells.
That'd be suicide to go after her like that. Even if, well, with all her contracts broken, I'm sure she's probably earned the ire of a devil or two. But it's a wasp nest. If we try to intrude, the Nine Hells would do anything and everything to rebuke us, or just outright obliterate us, regardless of how they feel about her.
Oh, honey. Some of us have summer homes there. And Syncope just
Did I
kinda
hear
grins.
that right?
Hold on just 1 second. Be right back. Actually,
God
hold on a second.
damn.
Take 5. I'll be right back.
Go fuck yourself, 5.
Thank you, 5.
Those were very different responses.
Ben? Ben, are you there? I don't think he is.
No clue.
Not a clue. Not a one.
I would say that's a good hunch.
So how was everybody's day?
Pretty uneventful.
I was waiting for this all day.
Same. I mean, I guess I got a cat with my girlfriend, so I guess that's something.
You gotta be careful. We're gonna see like a backhand come flying out of nowhere. Just poof.
I think you might. Come here.
Hello, Fluffums. What is the kitty's name?
Cupcake.
Cupcake, that's right. I shall call Fluffums.
Fluffums.
Fluffums. So how are you doing, Jim?
I kind of forgot Jim was here.
Good.
How are things in Ames?
Pretty cool. I saw a group of nerds. I mean, you get a bigger group of nerds than you. They were jousting in the open field.
We formed a phalanx for one of my ancient history classes. So that way our teacher would give us extra credit.
You gotta do what you gotta do for that extra credit.
Yeah. If you're not designing an ancient Greco shield wall for extra credit, are you really a history major?
Trying. Are you even trying?
Ben, you're back. I was going to say,
Hello.
damn you. I was going to say, introducing me to Milo's.
Huh?
Introducing you to what?
Milo's sweet tea.
Oh, it's
Mm.
pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah, for commercial tea, yeah, it's pretty good. Especially sweet tea, because it doesn't. Oh, God. Ugh, Gold Peak, that stuff. Ugh. Or Pure Leaf. Ugh.
Pure leaf.
How are you doing, Aaron?
Great.
Good, good. I miss your face.
Good. Here it is.
Yay.
Get a good look. Take it all in, babies. I'm here. I made
What
it.
you?
Yep. I'm in
I love
Abingdon too, BT Dubs.
Oh, are you over at Taylor's?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, shoot, you're literally just across the field from me.
Yep.
And smoke signals.
I will. I'll be right out with my hitter.
Christian, is that the new house?
Yeah.
But give us a tour.
I mean, I
Intermission
could.
tour. Maybe
Oh,
after.
I got the tour already.
Could I? Can I? Yes. No. Yes. Yes, I can.
Do it. Ooh, floors.
Christian,
This
your bed
back
is hard as a rock.
Oh my goodness.
Aww.
It's got a dungeon.
Yes. The dungeon.
Is there a dragon in there?
He's sleeping behind the heater.
Hmm.
He's very temperamental. That's what the kid chamber.
Cool.
Nice. I like the chair.
Oh, good. It comes with a stove.
The living room.
Ooh, comfy
The office.
couches.
Oh, cool.
And then the bathroom,
Nice.
my bedroom, and the guest bedroom, which has my laundry on it because I is lazy.
So that's where all the magic happens, or we wish it happened.
What's magic? What magic? Felix can barely do magic.
The Gathering.
Yeah. Why? Oh, I have not played that ever.
Me neither. Thank God.
Tap for mana.
Oh, God.
I highly recommend you start playing again. They have added so many new mechanics. It is almost impossible to start playing again.
It was hard to keep track of all the rules before all of the changes. I
They
remember
added
when-
a new mechanic, and it's only in one set. So, like, if you don't have that set, you don't have the mechanic.
Okay. So,
Felix is gonna be and go. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a summer home? You know, generally, you want to go where it's not hot.
it's only hot for some, darling.
Oh, okay. Yes, Miss Tiefling. Yeah, yes, yes. Sorry, I forgot who I was talking to.
Oh, you are just cute as a button.
Thank you. I'm even cuter when I don't have 32 holes in my shoulder.
You took it like a champ.
Say that quite often?
On occasion.
Not occasion. And I look
Okay.
over.
Dylan's just like, okay. Yes. Are we going after her? Talavin just sits back and says, I'm worthless for at least a few days. But yes, we should absolutely go after her. And Dylan says, well, if we're going, we should go soon. No offense, Archmage, but I mean, right now we've got her exactly where we want her. She has not got a friend to call on in the world.
I would be careful of Nibirius. He might just come after you for spite.
And Syncope's like, yeah,
Can I?
I think I
Stop
used to
the-
date that guy.
Oh, no.
Do you mind if I interrupt the flow of the game for just a moment?
Yeah, feel free.
Everybody go check Messenger.
Yes.
He has lo-
Needs more blood splatter, but yes. Oh my god,
oh my
yes.
god.
That's amazing.
Horrifying.
I love it. I love it. Yes. That's the Emma we all know and love. So,
She'll only probably kill someone.
and at this point, Tanea speaks up and says, well, if we're going to do it, we're going to have to do it right. And that means a lot of us because of strengths and numbers you're talking about. What? No, hold on just one second.
Can the rest of us walk in at this point? Are we done raiding the thingy?
Actually, yes. Actually,
feel
I
like
was
we're
just about to
missing good-
say. I was about to say at about this point, you guys would start to overhear. You would be done taking your inventory of the counting room and would hear the voices drifting down the hallway from the solarium. Familiar
Yeah,
voices.
Xanthion will head down that way, carrying the bowl in his hand.
Okay.
Petra at this point is gonna walk in after everybody doing it, and she's gonna be like, "All right, let's go. Who do we start with? Everybody's doing it. Emma, you should not be here for this."
Hey, Shannon.
Yes.
How big were those two chests?
Probably about 2
Sneak
feet
up?
wide.
Okay, Emma's gonna. God damn it.
You opened the door.
Emma's going to before as everybody like heads out, Emma's gonna go back to Madame Varine's room and just open up her bag of holding duffel bag wide and just put it over the chest and then pick it up and then do it to both.
Okay. Sounds good. Easy enough to do.
I thought you were gonna
And
like
then-
spit on her pillow or pee on her bed or something gross.
And then with if that's everything of value in the room, she's
Mhm.
gonna follow Petra and Xanthion.
And as you are walking down the hallway, Emma, since you are bringing up the rear, as you pass this room, what Madame Verine had said was a study, but has been revealed to be a workshop of sorts, or a laboratory of sorts. You walk past, the doorway opens, and Obed Valaxian actually walks out right behind you, holding a leather-bound book.
Is it a book I recognize?
Have you ever been in the workshop?
Mm-mm.
Then no, you've not seen this before. But he sees you there, just kind of like almost clipping you as he comes out. Oh, hello, Emma.
She just kind of nods. Hey.
And then hearing from the voices from down the hallway, kind of looks up over you, which is easy enough to do because he's considerably taller than you are. He's like, oh, it sounds like we are missing a bit of a conversation. We should probably get in there.
I am looting right now.
Oh, good show. Let me know if you find anything of extraplanar significance.
The library.
She like kind of nods, and then as he turns away, she remembers, and she's like, "Oh, can any of you cast?" Emma would know of scrying, right?
What is your passive arcana?
Passive arcana is 14.
What level is scrying?
I think it is 5th.
Then no, you would not. I mean, you are familiar with the concept of scrying, but your passive arcana is not enough to be just aware of the scrying spell. I'll give you a check if you want.
Okay.
You'd have to is scrying on the druid list?
Scrying, I believe, I'm pretty sure it is on the druid list, but I can go double check because I do have locate object.
Okay. Yeah, just roll. Let's see what you get. If you need to.
12 plus 4, 16.
16? Yeah. So you're aware. You are aware of it.
Crying is on the druid.
Right.
Okay.
Emma's gonna be like, "Can any of you cast scrying?" And she's like, takes out the hairbrush.
Well, the tiefling bard can. That is how we were keeping an eye on you as we were planning our extraction attempt.
Right. She nods and starts. She's gonna check in this room that she's not been in, the armory.
Okay. So you are doing that, and I will get back to you about what you find. Titus, you have at this point completed your ritual casting of Detect Magic.
Okay.
And based on your message, Messenger.
I'm gonna look over the hags first, search their bodies, because they came a long way, and if they have anything important, it's on them. So.
Yep. You find, searching both of them, you find nothing of significant importance. Just basically, they carry no gold, they carry no weapons. Just they're basically the clothes on their backs.
Okay. And then I'm gonna walk and check this door out.
Okay. As you do walk past, you do hear and notice the congregation of people in the solarium. They're starting to gather in there. That door is still magically enchanted with an abjuration.
And then I'll go into the study with everybody.
Okay. So one by one, kind of all of you start congregating into the solarium together.
And taking note of everything magical.
Okay. All right.
Would I still have Detect Magic up as well?
It lasts 10 minutes, I think. So, yeah, we would say it would be just about fading at this point, probably. Okay. So, Xanthion and Petra, you enter the room in the middle of the conversation. And
right about the time Felix mentions Nibirius.
Yes. And you just as you enter, you hear Syncope say, "Yeah, I think we might possibly used to date."
Oh, honey. Oh, you're so
Ooh,
toxic.
spill the tea. Let's hear it.
I thought you would have
There's
had better
secret
taste than that.
I mean, I go for the strong, inflamed type.
Honey, he is toxic.
I went through that phase too. I
Period.
got you.
Period.
And Obed Valaxian comes walking in behind as well, holding a book that you have seen before, Petra. This weird journal-looking book that is written in a language that you were unable to read.
Was that the journal?
Yeah.
Oh my
From the
god.
workshop.
Somebody read this, please. I want to know the contents of this. And she grabs the journal and tosses it on wherever everyone is gathered.
So you
on the
pull it
surface.
out of, you snatch it out of Obed Valaxian's hand and toss it on. No, I have not.
No, he has not.
Petra says, I want to know all of the hot gossip. Please.
Nice.
Spill the tea.
All right, so let me see what last in common. And okay, so the book just kind of thuds onto the table, and let's see here. What does Talavin Ryanmar speak? Yeah, so passing it around, Syncope picks it up and flips it open. It's like, oh, infernal. Okay. Well,
You and I are going to be great friends.
I like your spirit. Not gonna lie, you would have made an incredible glamour bard.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Dylan just says, yes, but I won. Don't forget that.
The fact that I can still choose men over women proves that, it's not really a choice. So, sorry, darling.
There's still time. Things change. So up here.
Is Titus in the room yet?
Yep, Titus, you're walking in right about right now.
All right.
Hey, Shannon, I just whispered to you in the chat.
Okay. You just get kind of a nod back to you.
Did Emma not follow us in here?
Oh, she's in there.
Nope, she's not.
Oh, I thought you were heading back to the solarium.
Yeah, no, she decided to just keep looting.
Oh.
Xanthion's gonna have someone identify the bull if they can, and then go find Emma.
Okay. So yeah.
That's my girl.
So Xanthion walks in holding the bowl that you have seen previously, Felix.
Oh, that Sir Hilda. I mean, that's a curiosity and oddity. That might be right up your alley. You might be able to figure out what that.
Arcane check on it.
Xanthion, did you stick your whole head in it?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, Ben.
Don't tempt me. He just kind of starts dipping his head towards the bowl, like, huh?
Petra's eyes dart to everyone else and
Is it magical?
stares him.
It is magical, yes. It is emitting a strong aura of conjuration.
Can anybody cast Identify on this, please? He just starts
Alright.
waving the bowl around like.
Or just let him stick his head in it. That seems to be a great identifier.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
I mean, given the crystal,
I can cast Identify on the ball. Give me the ball.
Okay, I hand it to Titus, and I'm like, please tell me what it says.
Right now? I can. Okay.
Can anyone cast Identify right now? I'm a very impatient person. I will stick my head in this.
At this point, I'm kind of hoping he does.
Titus is just like, but I don't want to use a spell slot.
Yeah, no, just hear him out.
I cast Identify. Is the book magical?
The book is not magical, no.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room that's magical?
everyone pretty much in the room has
Me,
innate
my
I mean,
magic
yeah,
up-
there are tons.
Not on the
tons of-
people. Just
Okay.
I don't want to. I mean, I'd like to do more than just one item with a casting.
Well, he'd probably notice Felix's new item.
Yeah, no, there's no there is now, especially now that the rug is gone, there is no magical aura emanating from anything else in this room.
Cast identify and touch this bowl. And as I'm about to touch it, I'm going to be like, if this thing tries to eat me when I do this, and then touch the bowl.
We
Okay.
will tell glorious tales of your legacy. Don't worry.
Damn right you will.
Right. Okay, hold on just one second.
It's getting closer.
Every day.
It's like a roller coaster.
Nice.
Yeah.
You see a toothy maw form on the bull, and it just wraps around your hand.
Now Titus has like a underlying fear of fountains now. He's never going to go near a fountain again.
The final battle is just going to be
Since you wouldn't
fountains.
let her eat anything.
All right, so you cast identify on this peculiar crystalline item held in a stone.
Can you say like take a 1 minute break?
Why, what's up, buddy?
I just want to give you a hug.
Where are you going?
We're going to get ice cream.
Oh, you're gonna go get ice cream? Hold on, I have to hug my son before he go gets ice cream.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
Of course.
Ow.
Who could forget the ritual? The ice cream ritual.
I like have a fun time having ice cream, Dean.
Have a fun time having ice cream, Dean. Aaron says.
I'm
Watermelon.
guessing Ashby's because I'm going to tell Lily that I want Ashby's. So
Ashby's is always
Fair
a
enough.
fine choice.
Tell Dean that I said watermelon.
Watermelon.
what?
Watermelon. Isaac says watermelon.
That's what they want.
Yes, Isaac wants watermelon.
Okay, I'll give it to you in about like 16 hours. 12 hours.
Nice.
Bring back some dry ice.
Now he's going to go steal a car.
Bye, nerds.
Wow.
All right.
Shannon, we're going to get some ice cream. Can I get a hug?
No. No, you may not. All right, so you cast Identify, and this is a stone of controlling earth elementals.
Is it activated right now?
Nope. You know that by placing this item on the ground and... Oh, hold on just 1 second. What? Oh, okay. So you know that by placing this object on the ground and speaking a command word, which you know through casting the Identify spell, it allows you to summon an earth elemental as if the Conjure Elemental spell were cast.
Text me the command word, and I'm going to look at Xanthion and be like, then look at the stone, look at Xanthion.
Can I have it back?
Remember what he did the first day I met him? Within the first 5 minutes. Look at the stone.
Can I have it back? I'm the one.
Look
who took
back
it.
at Xanthion and be like, This summons an earth elemental.
Oh, that's cool. Can I have it back?
Wait, I want it.
Later. And I'm gonna put it in my handy haversack.
I
I'ma
want a
hold
little
you
dirt daddy to follow me around.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Titus. And,
Did you
Xanthian's
say
like,
dirt daddy?
Yeah, I did. I want a little dirt daddy to follow me around. I deserve a
Xanthian's
dirt
gonna go
daddy.
find Emma.
Titus is laughing his ass off at the dirt daddy.
Xanthian's gonna just go find Emma, help her loot.
Felix is drinking more wine.
When Xanthion walks out the room, I'm gonna look back and be like, I am not giving him that stone.
Good call.
Smart move.
Petra looks
Stick
at
your
Felix
head-
and says, "Sorry, go ahead."
You stick your head in a bowl one time.
Once was enough,
Oh.
boo boo.
A bowl with tentacles and emitting a light and portal to a different realm. Yes.
You told him not to. You gave him the idea. He had no
I
idea.
love that it's
was
our
not
fault.
in his head. It is your fault.
Petra looks at Felix and says, "Hey, can I have some of that? The wine that I have with me it's not very. It doesn't pack a very good punch."
By all means, have.
Thank you. That's because Petra has only the de-alcoholed wine, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
She
I
has
do
4
believe that is
bottles-
correct.
She has 4
Yeah, the
bottles
grape
of
juice.
grape juice. Yeah. So she's like, I think my tolerance is way up.
I
So she
actually
starts
thought I actually thought you made this word up, but there is a dirt daddy. It's a term that refers to a daddy who's essentially a dirty being or one who possesses a strong sexual side.
I could have gone without knowing that.
I didn't use that in reference to that, but
That is not.
that is great to know. Sounds
It's
like
not
a
something I wanted to
sounds like a
know.
sexy vacuum.
Thanks,
I don't
Jim,
like
for looking that up.
Petra,
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Aaron made it worse. Aaron made it significantly worse.
I did. I regret everything. I said sexy vacuum, and I regret everything.
Hashtag no regrets.
Hashtag sexy vacuum.
Oh no. Oop. I hope this doesn't awaken anything in
So looking around at you guys, like Talavin, Ryan Marr, Sir Hilda, and Dean, the bards, just going tonight. You just hear over in the corner. Tonight it just goes, "Dirt daddy."
It's worse than the Scottish accent.
Dirt Daddy. Dirt Daddy.
Now I'm just thinking of that little kid from, like, what is it, Shrek 4? I love you, Daddy. Neither I.
Either I.
Dirt Daddy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
there's a
Jody.
celebrity.
Hi. I love you. Mrs. Mushnick herself. Customer number 2 herself.
Mother and son together again.
Oh, ew.
Oh.
Logan.
That's gross.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Go for it, Dirt Daddy.
Hey, Jody, we're just talking about dirt daddies. Any care to weigh in?
Well, in this case, it is actually like a big creature made out of earth and dirt and rock. But Aaron.
But
has given
apparently
the
to
name
Jim it
Dirt
means
Daddy.
someone with strong sexual desires.
Hi, Dean. Go upstairs.
You're going ice cream.
Oh,
no.
You are.
No, we're not because she made me go in, and that's the only thing I wanted. So now I'm mad.
Go upstairs anyway. I want to talk to adults.
Okay.
Bye. Logan, go home.
I gotta ride to this.
Isaac has to go too, though.
Go upstairs.
I have nothing to do upstairs.
Find something.
Hey
Do a
Dean,
jigsaw
can you
puzzle.
draw me another badass picture? I still have the one. Aw.
No.
Okay. Well, it's that breaks my heart.
You sound so
Can you draw me
sincere.
a little
It's
picture?
limited one per
Absolutely
person.
not.
Okay. Okay, will you draw one of Logan?
Yeah.
Be sure to
No,
include
let's-
his
And make
lanky
him wearing a
limbs.
gold shirt.
Mhm,
An
gold shirt.
amazing gold lame shirt.
And the sunglasses he wore in Tommy. I want him to look like Video Killed the Radio Star, like straight out
Oh
of
God.
the video.
Find something. Watch the television.
I honestly randomly
go to
have that
bed.
shirt in my wardrobe for like a year now. I've just never worn it.
I don't want to be
Of this
Just watch the television.
around.
I don't know why that tickles me so much, but watch the television.
Well, we only have one, so I mean, is this
I
old?
love this.
No,
This-
that's just what I.
I love you so much, Jody. I miss you.
Miss you too. Christian, do you miss me?
Of course.
You look like you miss me.
I have missed you. I have missed Shannon.
Scott's checked out. Scott saw
Everybody.
me coming and was like, "Peace out. I'm taking a nap."
Bye.
He's not even listening at this point. What is this? Are these words that you made up?
No. Let's translate.
Up until today, I thought Dirt Daddy was something that I made up, but I was very mistaken.
That's a
Looks
real
sad
word. What's the cat eating right now?
Fried rice.
Oh, good.
Good choice.
What's this? Where are you, Isaac? What is that background behind you? Is that like actual plants?
Tapestry.
Oh,
I
that's
love
awesome.
that. I need it. I need it.
Here, hold on.
Amazing. Zoom it. No, you don't have a remote for your
He's about
camera.
to zoom it in.
Don't
Here,
you fucking dare.
One moment,
No, I
please.
don't have
Okay.
a remote for the
Is
camera.
it changing the lights though?
Yeah,
It's like this.
That's so cool.
you can see it a bit better now.
That's really awesome. I totally thought it was like real plants or something back there.
I need that.
Coming
And then
back.
I had it green for Emma.
I love
Nice.
it. You're such a badass person. I wish I would have been as cool as you when I was your age.
That is Jim Peterson.
Well, to be this cool, it just requires $30 and an Amazon account.
I mean, I didn't have that when I was your age. So yeah, like good on you, mate. We walked so
Missed
you could
guys
run.
so much.
You want to know how you want to be down here? I want to be down here.
Well, I'm
Oh,
So good on you, mate. Can we just appreciate the fact that Aaron went Aussie for like 5 seconds?
And what was that? That was weird. Good on you.
okay.
Good on you, mate.
Okay. When I was your age, maybe a little younger, I was like cosplaying in my bedroom by myself with some like green Christmas lights that I
This is
was
so
in
shocking.
Mirkwood.
This is
right?
really shocking. This
Yeah.
whole
I wore
story.
I wore my mom's old wedding dress and I was like, I'm an elf in Mirkwood and I have no friends, so I'm gonna cosplay by myself. And that was me. So good on you, mate, for being cooler than I was that age. Anyway, let's move on from my pathetic past.
You guys really are my people. I love it.
You should do. I just want to be down here.
Oh,
Oh God.
that
I
is the battle.
waited to
Why were you
laugh.
talking about a plant from Little Shop of Horrors?
Because there are 3 plant monsters in this house. that have
3,
been
what were
there.
they? 3 vine
Vine blights.
blights.
3
Three
vine blights.
blights. See
See how they run.
Yeah.
I think they're broken.
We're not adults. Sorry, Jody.
Who said I think they're broken?
Isaac.
Oh. Is Scott asleep? I think he's asleep.
No, I'm not yet.
Not yet.
Scott's processing our bullshit.
I got my COVID vaccine yesterday, so I'm kind of like,
How you feeling,
Oh
buddy?
no.
I've been taking my Tylenol. I'm kind of like,
Every day.
Sending you healing spells.
Going faster than a roller coaster.
She's
like
not
that song.
enjoying this at all. Get them, move it up, move it up, move it up.
Where were we?
Everyone was making fun of Xanton for wanting to put a bowl on his head.
Yep.
Okay. Are we gonna play D&D again?
This is why I never come down here. Bye.
You're welcome to join.
Jody, you should play some NPCs. I know you'd kill it.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing.
You can do what Aaron did in the Lord of the Rings campaign.
Guest star in a couple episodes.
That's gonna happen.
Yay!
That's gonna happen.
Canon.
You have
She
to,
doesn't know it yet.
you both have to sing Mushnik and Son when she does though. That's that.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad, can I show them something?
Yeah. What's up?
1 second.
Oh God.
I'll get in there.
Isaac, no shame.
Are we gonna play? Dude, honestly, I was waiting for someone to ask it, but I wasn't gonna be the one.
Oh no.
Hola.
Hola,
Hola.
¿cómo estás?
I wanted to show you something.
What?
I wanted Dad to show you something.
Yeah, he wants to show you his Thor Mjolnir fidget
Oh,
spinner.
that's cool.
Oh wait, that's actually dope.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
That's
cool.
pretty sweet.
And it actually has the whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, will wield the power of Thor.
Nice.
Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of Mjolnir pretty soon. Someday
Okay.
when I have money.
So the bards and the sorcerers just kind of like watch you guys like passing around this stone of controlling earth elementals, and Syncope. Yeah, Syncope is the one who says, I mean, I wouldn't have pictured you guys being so down with slavery, but whatevs. Just
Oh.
Oh God.
Petra goes, oh. Yeah. Well, Dirt Daddy's all yours, Syncope.
Actually, I'm not down with slavery, but I don't know what to do with it right now. So,
well,
room full of everybody, and we just destroyed a bunch of hags, did something with Pit Fiend. I need a moment.
Dylan walks over, puts his hand on your shoulders, like you doing okay?
Yeah.
Petra gives him one of her grape juice bottles of wine. Like, here, this stuff's pretty good. This
Huh.
helps me process.
Thank you.
Talvin Ryanmar, just resting his head back in his oversized chair, looking at you, just says, "Well, I believe that we owe you a significant debt of gratitude for passing along the word that you were dealing with a fiend here. If it hadn't been for that, well, we wouldn't be here, and I think you would be experiencing a far different fate."
I really appreciate it.
If you don't mind my asking, Titus, was it?
Yes.
This is terribly blunt of me, but what are you?
Jesus.
Because you are still in your true form, correct?
Yes. I am a Leighton, and please get the word around. I believe it's the only way I'm going to find others of my kind.
There is no one else like you, darling. Don't worry.
I think there are actually a lot of people like him.
Oh, I thought you were looking for validation. I'm sorry. I misread the
Oh,
situation.
by the way, I'm not there. Xantion left to go find Emma.
A latent.
And then I'm going to look at him and examine him and slowly shift into him.
Oh.
And he just kind of sits back a little bit. He's like, yeah, it's worth it. He twirls his fingers and he casts detect magic, and then he winces as he takes
Oh shit!
3 points of necrotic damage. You see the black veins in his neck just bulge a little bit as he casts it at first level. He's like, "Ugh." It's not magical.
Nope. It's racial. Can I tell what
Isn't it
race he
racial
is?
nowadays?
What race is he?
Well, looking at him, he looks human, but it's kind of bizarre because, like, as he sits here in this room that is completely still, like, his hair, the hair of his pixie cut, still seems to be like blowing in the breeze that doesn't exist.
Shannon?
Yeah.
Does Felix knows what he is, right?
Yes, you do. Roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks human.
Just I don't know where my race comes from, and I guess the equivalent of a butler to Lady Verine was a Leighton as well, and died. And I've decided that I'm going to stop hiding who I am, because if I hadn't been lying, I might have gotten information that I have been looking for years.
So you want to know who you are?
Yeah, wouldn't you? And I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Petra looks at him and says, well, I already know who you are. You're a smart, fancy pants, great friend. So what else is there to know? Who cares about the rest of it? More wine?
No, thank you.
No.
And thank you for the compliment, Petra. I try to be a good friend.
I didn't say it was a compliment. Just me telling the truth. Ew. I have a reputation to protect.
Alvin kind of chuckles a little bit. Well, I can put you in touch with some people who might be of assistance if you want to do some research.
That would be nice. I appreciate it. Do I know that he's the head of the sorcerers?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you would most definitely know.
In return, I could give you some information on the Alborn.
You just see his eyes perk up a little bit. We should talk. From over in the corner, Syncope flipping through the journal. It's just like, ugh. Okay, I can't make heads or tails out of this. She's writing in some sort of code.
Ugh. Felix, you have big brain energy. Come decipher this code.
You're muted.
Sure. Syncope. Let me take a crack at it.
He claps the book shut, hands it over to you.
There we go.
So, yeah, it is in Infernal, which you can read and write, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But it doesn't make any logical sense. Like, it's like Infernal characters, but they're out of sequence. And it seems like there's some sort of a, some sort of like cryptography going on in this. Roll me an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence. Yeah, doesn't make a lick of sense to you.
First, I'm going to try and I'm going to look at it as a whole page as opposed to sentence by sentence and see if there's any geometric relations between certain characters.
Okay, so you are spending some time trying to find some sort of a pattern.
Right.
Right.
Has Emma found anything else of interest in this?
All right, so you are going into the workshop, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you go into the workshop. Let's see here. There are some interesting diagrams and blueprints in here for various like projects that she seemed to have been working on. Just various like designs of like how to create these suits of armor that were animated. Some sort of like something that looks like some sort of a magical amulet. Some sort of a, at first you think it looks like maybe like designs for a bag of holding, but then it not exactly a bag of holding, just some sort of a container of some sort of a magical nature. Other than that, nothing. No magical items, no items of value in here.
These notes, she's just gonna stuff them in her bag. There weren't any weapons or anything like there is on the map, are there?
There is a bow that is sitting propped up on the floor next to a chest that has like various work tools and stuff. You do you examine it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bow is wooden, but it seems to be reinforced with iron bands, and when you pick it up, it's weird because the iron that is banded throughout the wood of this bow is warm to the touch, even though it's sitting on a cold stone floor.
Okay. Can I roll an Arcana to see if I can glean anything about this item?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That is a 22.
Okay. I mean, obviously some sort of most likely some sort of an enchanted weapon. The warmth of the iron is particularly interesting. You're not sure if that is a property of whatever enchantment is a part of this particular weapon, but yeah, just probably a magical weapon of some sort. You would need to be able to identify it to figure out the specifics of it.
She's gonna pick it up, stuff it in her bag,
Okay.
intending to maybe give it to Xanthion.
Okay.
And are there any arrows in the room, or is it
No.
just the bow?
Just the bow.
All right.
Shucks.
And she's going to she's actually going to take a moment to can I roll an investigation to look for anything like hidden compartments?
Sure, go ahead.
At this point, would have Xanthion had come in?
Dirty
Yes.
20.
As she is examining the room, yeah, Xanthion, you find her in the workshop.
Emma, everything okay? Kind of went crazy out there.
Yeah, fine. And she like reaches into her bag and she pulls out the bow. I found this.
I'll reach out and grab it.
Warm to the touch.
Thanks. He'll sling it over his back next to his other one.
Okay.
You'll probably want to get Titus to identify it before you do anything with it, but
Fair enough. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I like how Titus
Um,
has just become the identify machine.
I did ask anyone. I asked anyone. And Xanthion will help her investigate. Or I guess he'll do his own investigation.
would I get advantage for anything like that on my roll?
I would let you. Yeah, go ahead and re-roll.
Okay, that's not higher than the other one. The other one was a dirty 20.
Okay.
Filthy 20.
Yeah, you guys case the room. There does not seem to be, and you know there can't be any secret doors along the perimeter, just because logically it would simply open up into the hallway, because this is an internal room. So focusing primarily on the floor, you guys case the joint pretty thoroughly, and you were
checking for false bottoms and drawers and stuff like that too.
So yeah, you guys case the room pretty thoroughly and are fairly certain there's nothing hidden in this room.
Has anyone been able to get into that room yet?
Which one?
It's the one
that's still
below the
blacked out.
statue.
Yep. No, that's the one that
I forgot about that.
That's the one that
Petra got electrocuted.
Petra got electrocuted trying to get into.
Xanthion's gonna head to the one room I don't think anyone he thinks no one has talked to him about.
Are you telling Emma where you're going?
Tell
Yeah, and he
someone
kinda,
where
like,
you're
grabs
going,
your-
for the love of God.
He kind of like grabs Emma's hand, like, "Come on, we're moving on."
She kind of nods, but like retracts her hand and just follows him.
Okay.
Xanthion kind of has his like long sword like in his hand just in case.
And that's going to take a couple minutes for them to walk over there. So if you want to go back to the others.
Sure. All right. So back in the room with Felix and Syncope looking over this handwritten book. Dylan Fiasco says, so we doing this? We going after her? Nobed Valaxian says, I would say yes. I think we need to question her. We've missed out on an incredible opportunity to get information about what is going on here.
Right now?
Right now?
Yes, they want to go right now.
I'm in.
And then several heads just turned to look at Petra. And I was like, yeah.
What?
Dylan just raises his hands in a very like non-confrontational gesture and is like, gonna get messy.
I love messy.
I don't want to go.
Totally fair. He couldn't
And
handle it.
I'm going to shift out of like the sorcerer's look. I'm going to be like, I am not him. I'm me. I don't want to go. Petra, sure. If I wouldn't suggest it.
I have Titus's blessing.
I don't know if it's a blessing. It's more like a, are you fucking nuts?
Oh, always, honey. Yes.
Oh, well, it might.
That's why I'm so good at what I do.
Okay. All right.
She takes a quick pause and like thinks about what it is she exactly does. And then she just, okay, no, I'm good at what I do.
Sir Hilda Undine says, well, I'm not going to lie. If some or all of us are going to be going off-world, we're going to need people that we can trust here. maintaining and pursuing inns on this side.
Oh, thank God, because I am completely untrustworthy. So, if I'm being honest, which rarely I am.
And Dylan Fiasco just over your shoulders, like, she is.
I believe reach down in the handy haversack and pull out the earth elemental gem. There might be someone that'll help you by choice. Looking at the earth elemental rock.
Dirt Daddy! Why don't we ask him?
And the only one that can speak to the elemental is not there.
I can.
You have primordial?
Yes. I walk outside.
Okay.
Petra follows. She wants to see this shit.
And I set the stone down on the ground and... One second.
Hey, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
When I rolled again for the examination of the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking this over, this is going to take a while. This book. You can tell there is some significant work to be done if this thing's going to be deciphered. Like whatever code is used here is advanced.
Close it. Look up at Syncope. Do you have a cryptographer?
I mean, we've got Ux and Pavel.
Anybody? Them? Yes, there is a code here, but it's advanced.
I'm thinking maybe you and me give it one more shot after a good night's rest. What do you think? If not, we can forward it along.
We could try, but this could be a good opportunity to further cement inroads and use the Sabian Conclave.
And you hear from over your shoulder Taliban say, I'm sure that Luzon would be able to give some assistance. He lives for things like this.
I mean, if I know him, I know him fairly well. He doesn't do a whole lot of just sort of moves books around the archive, so he would really love to do this. And Uxon, well, I can hear him already salivating. So I'm sure they would be like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, he's a complete nerd. You can just say it. It's okay. We all know it.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Yes. Yeah, what do you say, Stormy? You okay with forwarding this along? Taliban just like, Stormy. Absolutely. I can do that. Syncope just like, well, okay. I want to know what this says, though. Hands it over. Taliban takes it. Meanwhile, outside, Titus.
I'll set the stone down. And I already forgot it. And I'll speak the word Doan.
And a rumble as dirt and rock churn up and just form into a humanoid form with jagged rock pieces for fingers, the form of the groundskeeper standing before you.
And I say in primordial, I believe your contract has ended, and I wanted to return this to you and ask a question.
The hand made of dirt and rock reaches forward and cups
And I
The
hand it
stone.
over to him.
Pulls it away. Just stands there looking at you.
A few of these
Can
bards.
Petra grab both of their hands so she can understand what they're saying? She wants to grab the little mound of dirt hand. She wants to grab Titus. A little intimate moment, just so she can understand what they're saying.
Is that what is that a spell?
For
You
comprehend
don't actually
languages.
have to be. You don't have to be touching them.
Oh, you
It
don't
does
have to
say-
be touching.
You just have to
Oh.
hear them.
Oh, okay. I thought
mean-
it said you have to touch it.
I mean,
That's
it would
for
be
the
very.
reading.
It would be very Petra for you to just reach up
Well,
and
I
grab
mean,
their
she
hands.
yeah. Either way, like she wants to. It's just like a little hello, little dirt daddy. I wanna have a moment with you. So sorry, you're a slave.
Yeah, so just all of a sudden, as you guys are talking, you just feel somebody grab your hand, Titus. You look over, and Petra is just holding your hand, looking
Just-
back and
What a
forth.
moment.
Just going,
I love
just
this.
go with it, and
Yeah, like not
Her
even
tail
missing.
is
Not even
swishing
missing
back
a
and
beat.
forth.
Yes.
and be like, "Well, these bards back here are going after Lady Verine, and I was wondering if you would like to help them."
Petra like leans in with her big old pupils, big old Puss in Boots pupils. And just blinks at Dirt Daddy.
Does Dirt Daddy say anything?
Roll. Yeah, roll me a persuasion check.
Can I roll one? Please?
You understand what they're saying, but you cannot communicate in the language, so you cannot assist.
Can I persuade with my eyeballs? With my cute little cat eyeballs?
It's a 21.
Go ahead and roll at advantage, Titus.
21.
Okay. With holding the bowl in its hand, it just starts to close its fingers around it, and there's a moment where you hear this grinding, crunching sound as some of the crystals inside the bowl start to shatter, and as it just explodes in its hand.
Petra looks at it and goes, I'm going to take that as a yes. She's going to boop it on whatever she can perceive is a snoot on the Dirt Daddy. And
Don't boop the
um,
snoot.
don't boop the snoot. She's going to, that's all she needed. She's going to pivot, turn, and walk back inside. And swish her tail in Titus's face.
Of course.
And because it has no mouth, but vocalizing somehow, deep rumble from within the earthen form of this thing, you just hear in Terran. When do we leave?
Turn and look at the one that was wanting to go and be like, he's ready to go now.
Well, at this point, joining you outside is Syncope and Tanea and all of the bards, the sorcerers. Talon Ryan Marr kind of slowly limping his way along. Syncope says, well, I think a night's rest is probably in order. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am pretty spent. What with all of the scrying and flying and caging and, I'm not saying I can't, just go in hellbent for leather, no pun intended, but,
When do you want to leave? So I can
Slumber
tell
party.
him.
First thing in the morning.
They were planning on leaving as soon as the sun rises.
I can wait one more night for vengeance.
Oh God.
He said he could wait one more night for vengeance. And I told him you all would be ready to leave when the sun rises.
Petra looks at everyone and goes, "So, slumber party? Slumber party? Slumber party? I'll go get the snacks." And she runs to the kitchen.
Watching her go, you just hear Talvin Ryan Mars. God, she's adorable.
She is, isn't she?
She really is. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna have to sit this one out, or I'll meet up with you guys later. I need some sleep before I go running off to hell.
Can you bring me back a shirt?
God damn it.
We have to visit the gift shop.
Yeah, you gotta get a brimstone globe.
Syncope just looks at you and
The
winks.
Verine Manor.
Like, I got connections.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
So that does leave. This is still Dylan. Dylan speaks up. Dylan says, "So, what's the plan for you guys over on this side?" You're not going with, by the way, pointing at you, Petra. I'm putting my foot down.
Petra's at this point is in the kitchen stealing all
Oh,
the
that's
food.
right. That's right. He's like looking around. He's like, where did... Of course, I'm trying to chastise her and she's gone. That's very on brand for her.
Yeah, if you're trying to scold her, she will find some reason to leave the room and be very loud so she doesn't hear you.
You hear
Like it's like
pots
birds.
clanging all the way from the kitchen.
So, yeah. Well, we're going to need to figure out what that book says. See if it offers any leads. Before this all went belly up, did the three friends over here point, like gesturing over to the corpses of the two hags, give up any information that might be useful?
Well, Ned, and I'm saying this to Ned as I say it out loud, heard, I believe, the most of the important conversation before I was able to look through his eyes. Ned's my familiar. All I got was that they were getting ready to make a coven, and it had something to do with some rise of power around here, and that she helped the Lich, which was a mistake. But now that contract has been broken, I don't know what that's going to mean for the Lich that is bringing the undead upon us.
I look over at Talvin. Corvain.
And then mentally, did you hear anything else before I was able to look through and hear through you?
Ned just like, well, nothing really of importance there. I mean, there was the talk about sending you guys to Wellsgrove
to deal with Corvain.
to see if Corvain was stupid enough to still hole up in his laboratory.
Yeah. Wellsgrove. They were going to send us to Wellsgrove to see if Corvain is still in his laboratory.
And at this point, Jim, if you're still with me out there, I don't know if Natari is or not. He's not coming off of mute. So anyway, I will say, oh, there he is.
Sorry, I'm here.
All right. Wellsgrove, out of everybody in the group, Natari is going to remember Wellsgrove is also the name of the town that the suicide bomber that tried to take you guys out in Bright Hollow was told that he was supposed to go if he survived.
To Wells Fargo.
Yes, go to Wells
I
Fargo.
swear I'm listening.
So yeah, actually anybody that was present during that questioning when Tanea was talking to the severed head of the suicide bomber that was left, would
God, I forgot about that.
That Wellsgrove is where he was told by the Afflicted Communion that if he survived the bombing in Bright Hollow, he was to go to Wellsgrove and meet connections from the Afflicted Communion there.
Oh, I forgot to mention them. Yeah, Taliban, Sir Hilda, the Afflicted Communion's also involved too.
Well, it makes sense. They always like to sow the seeds of discord.
My recommendation is if we have any battle mages, we need to send them. I'm not talking about an army, but at least a mobile unit that can actually manage to move around and get shit done.
Just looking.
Aren't we that?
Taliban looks over at you and he's like, your shifty friend makes a good point.
I'm talking about Parasus.
Oh, Parasus. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've got boots on the ground in Parasus. I can check in with Malls and Toss. I'll see what's going on there. Yes, Aaron, there is plenty of alcohol to be found. And various snacks.
Cheese.
Yeah, there's cheese, bread.
Awesome.
Various meats that look like they are of questionable origin.
She'll save those for Morlo.
Okay, sounds good. So we can say at about this point, Petra comes trotting back with
arms full
of goodies.
Is that about when Emma and Xanthion walk out to go to the dark room?
So we can say now at this point, Xanthion, Emma, you guys have gone to explore the one room that is still not been explored.
All right.
All right. He's gonna go turn the door handle.
Okay.
For all disregard for his life.
Roll me.
He didn't see Petra get electrocuted.
Roll me a dex save.
Oh God. Ah, come on.
21.
Yeah.
All
so
right,
close to a nat.
You take half damage, so you take 12 points of lightning damage as a flash of electricity flashes out from the door, and you just curl away from it in time to not take the full brunt.
Good thing Emma let go of your hand. I feel like she would have got that too.
So the door doesn't open.
No, it is locked.
Okay.
Emma just kind of looks at Xanthion, but she doesn't say anything because she probably would have just grabbed the door handle first anyways. Emma's gonna step up to the door and are the hinges
just seizing on the ground.
visible?
What are you gonna? What'd you say?
Are the hinges on the door visible?
No, it opens in.
Okay. Okay. Door handle, hinges. Emma's gonna shatter the whole area up here next to the hinges.
Okay.
You want me to roll the damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Give me a damage roll.
Santian casts Cure Wounds on himself. No, never mind. No, it doesn't.
I have a question.
Yes.
When Petra saw the door, did she notice what material it was made of?
Iron banded wood.
Okay, and she grabbed the handle, right?
Yes.
And the handle's also metal?
Yes.
Okay.
16 damage.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nothing. You hear the rumble of the shatter spell.
Does it touch the rock?
Yeah, it's in a 10-foot sphere. So yeah, you get the whole door, but yeah, it does not. It just kind of vibrates a little bit with the thunder damage, but just stands resolute.
Well, I more so wanted to break the foundation, not the door itself.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
So you're wanting. Okay, got it.
Emma's hoping that the door is enchanted and not the entire building.
Got it.
Detect. Santon's gonna cast Detect Magic again.
Okay. The doorway, the entire doorway is warded with some sort of a magical abjuration.
Oh, of course. But nothing else is?
No.
So Shatter didn't even fuck with the rocks?
With the locks?
Rock.
The rocks.
The rock, yeah. With let's see here. How much damage did you do?
I did 16. Also, it says for inanimate creatures or just inanimate objects, they also make the saving throw with disadvantage. So I don't know how you would rule that, because and any non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area. So this whole 10-foot cube is on the door and around the frame and everything.
Right. So let me look at it real quick.
There's just a hole in the wall next to the door.
Basically is kind of what she's going for, but more dramatic, because she wants the door to like fall down and dramatically walk over it.
I wouldn't even touch the door if it was on the ground.
You step on the door through the roof.
Gummies.
I did not hear the G at all. I heard a C and I was very concerned.
What kind of gummies, Ben?
Grape. They're called grape splash gummies.
Uh-huh.
There's
yeah,
5
by
of them.
Haribo. By Haribo, yeah.
How many have you eaten?
Yeah. The yummy gummy bears. Oh no, Ben, how many have you eaten? That's a great question.
Trust me, it is no worse than anything I have ever done in the past.
Trust me, he has a plan.
That isn't a sure, like, anything.
Okay, so yeah, the shatter spell takes effect in the stone of the doorway and the wall itself and everything.
Stone.
And you do see a few like little stress fractures appear. Some dust starts to settle. Obviously, it has taken some damage from this, but these are pretty thick stone walls, so it's probably going to take quite a bit of damage to go through them.
Isaac, all I heard was
I'm
no.
gonna.
You're not getting in that room with that. That's
fucking,
a no.
I will fucking destroy this whole building.
Okay, but out of game, go ask the Earth Elemental, or, I'm sure he
Well,
knows.
we've got a bunch of
Dirt Daddy.
casters here. I'm sure one of them
Dirt
Oh
can
Daddy.
yeah,
cast
did I
detect.
saw I
dispel
saw
magic.
the Earth Elemental as we were walking out, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Xanthan just kind of shouts, "Hey guys, can we get some help?"
Emma's gonna
Dude, I
churn
wonder
the
if-
Emma's gonna mold Earth and see if she can churn the dirt underneath her.
Okay.
Does it still have that, like she can't do it?
No, it is now malleable.
All right, and she's
Sure
just
joins the two.
gonna walk up to the group.
Okay. So at this point, several of them are walking around the corner, having heard the thundering sound of the shatter spell, and then Xanthion calling for help.
Oh God,
What
Petra!
did Xana do?
I'm looking around. Do I see Petra? She's went and shocked herself to death again.
You look, and Petra's just carrying a big thing of like food and alcohol out to you.
Oh, okay.
Xanthion's
Xanthion.
like on the ground, Xanthion.
Xanthion.
Xanthion's on the ground, seizing a little bit. He's like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Petra
I had a
walks up with all the
plan, it was a bad
snacks.
plan.
Like, she's like dropping snacks as she comes up. Her arms are so full. She's like, "Oh, he touched the doorknob."
Someone could have mentioned that.
Can someone dispel the lightning ward on this door?
No, but I have a lot of beef jerky. Want some?
No.
So Sir Hilda Undine
Yeah.
walks up to it and just looks around and sees like Xanthion just kind of twitching a little bit, and
Starting to stand up. Just that.
she extends her hand, mutters a few words, casts Dispel Magic. That was really, really, really close to triggering a wild surge. She rolled a 2.
Oh God. That would have been so funny though.
She walks up to cast Dispel Magic and centers a fireball on the door. That would have been amazing.
I think it always centers fireball on yourself, so it would
Yeah,
have
it
just
does.
set everyone in flames.
Right. Just like a huge explosion. The
She
door's
steps
blasted
up.
off its hinges. She's like,
Man,
"Oh, there you go."
Wizards like that need to wear like a big warning sign.
Oh,
Can
God.
spontaneously combust.
You just see her shrink into a plant.
Nice. Yeah, she goes to cast Detect Magic and just shrinks into a shrub. But yeah, so, and then... All right, yep. And, oh yeah, go ahead, Logan, roll a concentration check to see if you maintain your Detect Magic. Because it is concentration. That's a Constitution saving throw. Nope. You do not have Detect Magic up anymore.
Don't even. Xanthion's more worried about being able to. He's like holding onto Emma for support, trying to find his like muscles to work again.
So she casts and then reaches forward, tests the handle. No shock, but it's like, okay, well, it's not magically warded anymore. But can anybody
I
pick a
know.
mundane lock?
I can.
Oh, Petra casts knock.
Emma casts shatter.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping it up.
Stop! Oh my god!
God!
Why?
No.
I have too many second level spell slots for my own good.
Dude, Xanthion's out. He's
So
out
while-
of spell slots.
So while Emma is about to cast Shatter, Petra, with her arms full of snacks, goes up and gets ready to cast Knock. And then I'm assuming Emma casts Shatter.
And I'm pulling out my thieves' tools. Like, yeah, I can get that.
Emma's done
Shatter
with the
even
shit.
work?
What is, how much damage did it do?
Not enough, probably.
Well, it's not fucking magic, and she blew up the other door.
The other door wasn't iron banded, I'm pretty sure.
This is a good point.
Yeah, we're talking about the
I-
difference
I-
between like an interior door, like in a house, versus
18
like a secured
damage.
door. All right, 18 damage. How many hit
It cracks
points?
a little bit.
It gets disadvantage on its save.
Right.
Or since it's an inanimate object, I would be honestly fine if you just did double damage.
32
Just
damage
fine.
to a door. Just blows it off.
All right.
You blow it off, but it flies out towards you.
Towards Petra. Totally cold coxer.
All right. Yeah, I would say since the magical ward around it has been removed through dispel magic, yeah, we'll say that a decent sized crack appears in the door, in the wood of the door, and it warps just enough so that the lock is no longer engaged, and it just kind of swings in a little bit.
And then
Xanthian
walks in.
in.
All
I
right.
can't walk in.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. Gives me 1 spell slot left.
I
All
have
right.
5 second level spell slots.
God,
Aren't you a
I'm not-
druid though?
Yeah, but I'm also a fucking warlock.
All right. So, disguised as a garden shed from the outside, it is immediately obvious that you have stumbled into a cache of some kind as soon as you step through the door. There are items galore inside this room.
Investigation check for the coolest
Petra
sword.
drops all of the snacks. Like right in front of the door and just leaps in.
She
Xanthian just
she,
looks for
she
a weapon.
channels her Scrooge McDuck.
Dives right into the pile of money. Yet there's bottles of alcohol at the entrance, and beef jerky and cheeses of various varieties. Probably some nuts. They're in a giant pile in front of the door now.
Your cat's chilling on
What
bed.
in the world was that?
What is that?
All right. So, inside this room, what is that?
Did you hit your microphone, Logan?
Yes.
That's what it
there
was.
we go. All right.
I've heard that.
I was
sound
like, what are you guys talking about? I don't hear anything.
So, yes, lots of various magical auras coming from items within this room, Titus. Looking over the room, you guys find a book that is emanating an abjuration magic. You find a what looks to be a twisting piece of obsidian that is carved to look like an octopus tentacle, which is giving off a magical aura. A pewter ring crafted to look like a feather that wraps around the wearer's finger. That is
Pewter, I
magical.
hardly know her.
An ornate pair of copper goggles with shaded lenses, which is magical. A bottle of yellow liquid with an eyeball floating in it, which is magical. A wicked looking halberd that is giving off a magical aura.
Ooh, Morley's new weapon.
A small figurine of a raven crafted in silver.
Oh, shit.
Xanthian's gonna walk up to the obsidian thing you described.
The
Okay.
tentacle, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's attracted to tentacles. What can he say? Don't kink shame.
Don't say anything else. That's all I ask.
I guess I'm gonna be in here for a minute.
And you hear Talvin Ryanmar from behind you say, well, as far as I'm concerned, you folks earned everything that's in this room. In fact, anything that's in this entire building, I think, definitely should go to you. the entire manor.
Is
Fuck
Xanthion's
yeah,
new
magic
bow?
items.
Is
Petra
Xanthion's new
says,
bow
"Can I get that in
emanating?
writing?"
Yeah, is that bow on Xanadu's back glowing?
There are like faint wisps of magical energy around it.
Okay.
What'd you say?
That I need to get in my shower. You need to get done.
Yeah, I'm going to, bud. I'm wrapping up.
It's 9:09, Dad.
Dude, chill. Go get.
It's 9:09.
It's the first
It is
session
past
back,
my
Dean.
own bedtime.
Right, exactly. So yeah, all yours as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Well, so I don't have to cast another spell without knowing what I'm looking at. I'm going to take a quick run through the house so I can get a good idea of everything that needs to be identified so I can kind of do it all at once.
Nice.
So I'll be back.
Oh, there's that bow.
Yeah, it's magical too. Just pile it all in here. I'll figure out what it is. Please don't try to activate anything until we know what it is.
Does Xanthion see anything to activate on the obsidian thing?
Nope. Looking it over, it's just
Titus is gonna end up getting frustrated with us and our shenanigans and our loot piling, and he's gonna end up inventing a spell called Mass Identify.
Love it.
Xanthion takes the bow off and the obsidian thing and sets it in front of Titus.
I'll be back.
Petra,
I'm going to
Petra-
jog through the building. I'll be back. Sorry.
Petra's gonna grab the raven, the silver raven, and look at it. 'Cause burb.
all right. So Titus, you go jogging through the house looking for other stuff that is magical. Petra looking at the silver raven.
Burb.
Xanthion looking at the tentacle, the obsidian twisted tentacle.
I'm just gonna take my shower tomorrow morning.
Hold on a second. And as you go through the house, Titus, you just hear in your mind the voice of Ned come in and says, you can't put it off forever. You'll find 1,000 reasons. Can't hear you, Ben.
Damn it, Ned. I'll just stop right where I'm at.
I get it. But you'll find 1,000 reasons not to do it.
Start walking through the mansion and just slide the ring on.
And as you walk through the manor, you slide the ring back onto your finger, and the moment it comes to rest at the base of your finger, this voice comes into your mind, this voice that you have not heard. How old is Titus?
Titus is 35.
So you probably haven't heard this voice for 20, 25 years. But you know it immediately because it's the voice of your first, your best, your original and only friend. A voice that you mimicked to be able to sound like.
And what's it say? Oh.
It's just a long, traumatic pause.
Yeah.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
I wish I'd have would have went to that show. Did you all go see that Saturday night? I wish I'd have stayed an extra day or two to just get to hang out with all y'all, but
Oh man, next time for sure. We'll all come visit you.
shoot, that's a long drive. But you know what's really weird? I looked it up online. From my house to Christian's house, the midpoint is God, I forgot the word all of a sudden. The character that Shannon played in the play.
Seymour?
Seymour. It's Seymour, Indiana. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
oh my God, we should all
We
meet
have to
in
meet
Seymour.
there then. I love it. Then we can all sing Suddenly Seymour in Seymour, Indiana.
I thought it'd be cool if we all like chipped in and got a nice hotel that's got like a dining area and we all just take over the fucking dining area and play a game right there.
Hell yeah. I'm in. Let's do it in Seymour, Indiana.
All right. So this voice comes into your mind for the first time in decades. And you just hear it say, Titus.
Hey, Titus.
The family is ready to negotiate. All will be forgiven. Just release Saoirse. Give her back. And all can be forgiven.
Okay, you're
And
gonna have to...
that is where we will pick up next session.
No.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean no. But yay.
Let us pick magic items.
Well, that can all actually be done off screen. We can divvy out all the gold and all that.
I can give you all those details.
Yeah.
And all the snacks.
I did want to say when we start the long rest, Emma's going to be counting all the golden gems and how much
Okay.
they're worth and all that.
I will let you know what that is worth. Also, Ben, just in case you aren't aware, Saoirse is the name of the head of your house.
Oh
shit! I was going to look through my notes. I'd have figured that out, but
Yep.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yep. Lady Saoirse Octavius is the head of Octavius' house.
Oh.
All right, I got to jump off of here.
Give experience, and I'll stop recording.
For the close of the Verine Manor arc.
Hold on. Before we all agreed, we discussed this before you joined, that since we had to wait so long, we should all get a level.
Cool.
Everybody
I
didn't
gets
discuss that.
5,725 experience points.
I do think that actually levels up Xanthion.
All right.